Yes. So that the speaker rules on the matter at once. Right, Honourable Speaker and honourable colleagues, even before I joined Parliament,
Honourable Ssekikubo.
It is unheard of, it's alien.
Honourable Ssekikubo.
even before I joined Parliament, has it been a culture that Parliament will discuss everything that comes in papers? Now, if that is the trend, Honorable Ssekikubo is my neighbor. His constituency immediately borders mine. On a daily or weekly, I have had news on our local radios talking about Honorable Ssekikubo to be a land grabber and to be facilitating land grabbing. I have never taken it as an issue, and yet his involvement at whatever level affects the reputation of this Parliament, being that he is a member of Parliament. I have never thought that what you pick on the media becomes an issue for debate and discussion. Is it therefore in order for Honorable Ssekikubo, who knows that he has been repeatedly accused for grabbing land, evicting people? There are cases of murder reported at police involving his name. Parliament has never discussed that. Is it in order to think that his should keep under the carpet and then other issues should be thrown out of air? Is it in order?
Honourable member, by the time I leave my house very early in the morning, I have come for serious business. Next item.
Right,
Item 3.
Right, Honourable Speaker. Right, Honourable Speaker.
Let's first dispose of some MPSs. Next item.
Item 3.
Right, Honourable Speaker.
I have said next item.
Speaker.
Motion for adoption of reports of the following sectoral committees on the ministerial policy statement and budget estimates for the financial year 2024-25. Item 3.1, the Committee on Foreign Affairs.
Honourable members, this morning the House proceeded with the consideration of the sectoral committees' reports on the ministerial statements pursuant to Rule 149 of the Rules of Procedure. As I guided in my communication, I expect the presenters, Honourable Ssekikubo.
Madam Speaker.
Honourable Ssekikubo. Honourable Aliek.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, you have already made us to proceed with the next item. And in your wisdom, Right Honourable Speaker, you have already seen that what has been brought in front of you by Honourable Ssekikubo cannot be discussed now in this Parliament. Right Honourable Speaker, you have already ruled it and you are already making us proceed with the next item. So is Honourable Ssekikubo in order to take us back when we are really discussing very, very important issues on the floor of Parliament, Right Honourable Speaker. And he's ordering you, Right Honourable Speaker, and when you are speaking, he's also speaking, and he has got stuck on the microphone, Right Honourable Speaker. Is he in order? He does not respect your chair, Right Honourable.
Look, honourable members, I am the one who said I will give time for that discussion. And I have said I will give time. I have very important issues that are statutory in nature to be handled. So if you don't respect the chair, Honorable Ssekikubo, unless if we have more than one speaker in this house, much as I try to be patient, don't touch the wrong side. I have actually said, I have not even allowed the issue of, accommodated the issue of theft of land, because it is a hearsay. Honorable Bua, your members. You first sit. First sit. No, first sit. Honorable member, I want to refer you to Rule 2024 on contempt of Parliament. Chairperson, Foreign Affairs.
Right Honourable Speaker.
Can I hear from the law? Can I hear from the law?
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, I'm raising a point of procedure which I think will help to guide. I did raise this issue here on the floor regarding the public outcry on the expenditures by Parliament and the Commission. And one of the prayers I was making at the time that I did make was that Parliament comes out to explain properly and formally, because it's important that we be accountable to the people. We are a people-centered Parliament. And that's one of the asks that I did make. And I think it's following up to say, can that get to happen? And maybe you can guide, Right Honourable Speaker, when that guidance can get to happen, when the public can be explained to by the people-centered Parliament, so that it doesn't get to appear as if we don't want to be accountable or want to push things under the carpet. An explanation to the public for which we speak here in Parliament about those expenditures. So I procedurally ask that you guide when that can happen, because it will settle many things. Also get to explain to the people out there that this is what happened and this is our formal explanation, so that it is also not rumors, because what's been happening is some people come out to speak on behalf of Parliament, maybe with inadequate information, and so it throws a lot more confusion out there. So would it not be procedurally right that Parliament formally comes out to explain all these issues, so that the public is settled and they get to know, okay, so this is what happened. Maybe if there's a supplementary question from the public, they get explained too. Thank you.
Joel, I told you, I wrote you that we'll have a meeting end of June, and we'll do that. And on the issue of land grabbing or whichever, you'll come with a personal statement that should be given out. You speak whatever nonsense you want to speak.
Yeah, I have sense, I can assure you.
You speak.
No, I have sense. There's no doubt about that. Chair, when
and where is the person you're speaking to?
When a member rises to tarnish the only asset I have in life, my reputation, on the floor of this house, and you are presiding over, and you don't call a member to substantiate.
You first,
We are aware that
Honorable Ssekikubo, first wait. The person who raised the issue, where is the person? Because I want him to be here when you're responding. Where is Honorable Kimosho?
Because
Honorable Ssekikubo, you're better off responding to that when Honorable who?
no.
Kimosho is inside.
Right, Honorable Speaker, the matter is unanswered, and it was meant to stifle my contribution about a very serious matter of the commission and the handshake. And you allowed the member to blatantly come and destroy the only asset I have in life, my reputation. If he so wishes that he was on the right, is this parliament a platform for people to come and kill people's reputation, and they run away, and thereafter they claim they are not in the house? Right, Honorable Speaker? On top of expunging it from the Hansard, it is a right and proper case to be referred to the disciplinary committee so that he can go there. I don't want to gag him if he has this very important information. Let him go to the disciplinary committee and appear, because he has used the platform of this very house to slur and try to kill the image of a member of parliament. But number two, it was meant to scuttle me from continuing with demanding for accountability. Right, Honorable Speaker, I will not rest until accountability is given to this house. I needed the commissioners, they are here seated, to tell us where they got the money, the 400 million. It is a ploy by the likes of the MP Kazo. Kazo had produced very brilliant MPs. I've never seen someone being used as a hatchet man. But now we have the commissioners here with us. I don't want to be diverted from my initial point. Can Right Honorable Speaker give us the time and date here and now for the commissioners to explain this house where they got the 400 million, where they put it, who voted it? We are on the question of accountability, and they want to scatter the debate over that. Yes, there are important issues we have to deal with, but the moment we don't plug the loopholes, the moment we allow the public funds to be wasted and shared in broad daylight and blatantly, Right Honorable Speaker, there is a big problem. I'll take the information.
There's a procedural matter from...
No, I had given the information.
I mean whip. Procedure.
Parliament is a house of record, and Parliament is guided by its own rules of procedure. Is it procedurally correct for this house to be turned into a house of debating news in the social media? Is it procedurally correct under our rules of procedure? That I accuse Odur, Honorable Odur, he counter-accuses me, and the house is turned into discussing our accusations from Lango sub-region as my neighbor, because he's my neighbor also in the constituency. Are we proceeding
Odur,
right?
Jonah. Honorable, last time that we will not entertain matters on social media, on rumors. And if we are going to continue doing that, then you'll be debating everything. You'll be debating everything in this house. Yes. Honorable members, Jonah, you first. I want to beg your indulgence. I have already explained myself of what we have ahead of us. We have a statutory deadline. The deadline of all this is tomorrow. We have over 18 MPSs before us here. We have to live here and go and handle this. Jonah, please allow me to have only one, then you come. one report. Foreign affairs. Jonah, me and Jonah, we always agree. Jonah, you said.
Right, Honorable Speaker.
But what is wrong? Honorable, we have agreed the member should be here. He is calling. Who is going to expunge it? Okay, no. Let the member himself expunge, not you. No. Jonah. You know what amuses me? When they talk about other people on social media, it is not painful. Now when they talk about others, yes, Jonah.
Of course, the allegations that were made by our colleague from Kazo require to be substantiated. Some of them are so serious because he mentioned that murders have taken place. And you know there are many Ugandans who have been killed and the suspects have not yet been apprehended. There are also others who have simply gone missing, and all that has been mentioned about our colleague. In the absence of a substantiation from the honorable member who made the allegation, and by precedent that has been set in this house, that such statements cannot be allowed to hang without being explained. Madam Speaker, the only way forward we would have is either one, you give the member who made the allegation to come and substantiate with evidence, or in the alternative, under Rule 229, I believe, that entire record is expunged.
Second, honorable members, we will have to expunge, including what Honorable Ssekikubo has said, or we will have Honorable of Kazo come and what? So we will tell the Honorable Kazo. Switch on.
I wanted to add as well that the Honorable Ssekikubo equally makes allegations, and before that can be expunged, he can also be provided with opportunity to explain. However, on my side, Madam Speaker, on my side, I had earlier on initiated and indicated that I have issues that I want to raise. I want to be on the record. The issues that I wanted to raise, I have not picked them from social media. And I have not yet even communicated them out.
And I've told you, I advise you to write.
But I'm waiting for opportunity to come and put that on record, because it also touches, for example, the issue of human resources in this house. I want to know how staff are recruited. I want to know how they are promoted. I also want to know how they are remunerated, so that the public can be assured, because Parliament is not an exception to the rules.
Honorable members, we will wait for Honorable Kimosho to come and substantiate on what he said, on the allegation that he put forth, and then we'll take an action. We will take an action on what he has said. If it is wrong, we'll take an action on that. You're still on the floor.
Yes, I was, and the rules of debate requires that when a member mentions order, I sit down. Me, I'm civil. And Honorable Ekanya is the one who had raised the point of order, so I yielded the floor for
I
him
didn't hear an order
for
from
him to raise
Honorable
the point
Kanya.
of order.
I didn't hear. I did. Chair, Foreign Affairs. Each committee has 15 minutes.
Right Honorable Speaker, thank you for the opportunity to present a report on the policy statements for vote 006, which is the Ministry of Foreign Affairs headquarters, and votes 501 to 538, representing the 38. Right Honorable Speaker, before I delve into the detail, may I lay on table
Honorable members, can I have some hired guns?
Madam Speaker, regarding the presentation of policy statements, Madam Speaker, the public finance...
My whip, you protect me from Odur.
Madam Speaker, the Public Finance Management Act requires the minister responsible for finance, when laying the budget, to fulfill a number of conditions. The Minister for Finance brought here draft estimates that gives the total budget as 60.
Yes.
The draft estimates the minister presented here give the total budget as 60.4 trillion. The same minister, the Honorable Musasizi, while appearing before the budget committee, in his written statement, he said the budget is 58 trillion. The policy statement, which is the procedural issue I am raising, that are about to be presented, when you add them, they present a different total of the budget. Section 13. Section 13C in particular says, a statement of budget signed by the minister and the secretary to the treasury must be also presented. This is what this statement must read like. It must be attesting to the reliability and the completeness of the information provided under this section and the conformity of the information to the Charter for Fiscal Responsibility. The law here says a statement must be brought here by the minister, signed by him and the secretary to the treasury, attesting to the reliability and completeness of the information that the minister is giving together with the budget. So the procedural issue I am raising, Madam Speaker, the policy statement, when you add the figures there, they give you a different budget. The draft estimate by the same minister give a different budget. His statement to the budget committee gives a different budget. Before we begin processing policy statements, Madam Speaker, I invite you to guide Parliament in respect of this section, whether we will be proceeding right to begin dealing with information that violates Section 13C of the Public Finance Management Act.
Thank you. Honorable, that accompanied the budget were laid on 27th March when you were in Mecca, and I want to welcome you back from Mecca. 2, on the issues of the figures of the policy, ministerial policy statements, the draft budget, these policy statements are going to be referred to the budget committee. And in the budget committee is supposed to do reconciliation, the harmonization, and then the consolidation of these figures. That's why we are looking at policy statement by policy statement, and we refer them for harmonization. Yes, Commissioner?
I wanted to augment partly the challenge the Honorable Sumiju and the Shadow Minister of Finance is finding. Because he has a problem with the 3 documents we received. One, the MPS, which has 60 trillion, 60 point something. Then the budget estimates with 58. And of course, the appropriation bill, which is the 3rd document. But a few days ago, the Minister of Finance outed a corrigenda which is cutting votes to vote 130, debt servicing. And that is disfiguring the entirety of the MPSs. And I think that's the basis for the Honorable Sumiju asking that question. Secondly, Right Honorable Speaker, and related, is the fact that the Committee of Finance, which is handling very key issues relating to the revenue side of the budget. And I think this has always been the bit of a challenge, that the Committee on Finance reports on the votes themselves and then the revenue. The revenue side of the revenue reporting side is not being as intense. And that, I think, disfigures the way members of Parliament view the entire budget. I don't know how and how much time this Committee of Finance is going to have to report on the revenue side of the budget, because we seem to be concentrating on expenditure and then forget the revenue side. So the Honorable Sumiju has a point when he finds the problem in reconciling. I agree that the budget committee will try to harmonize, but then these committees are left hanging as whether they did a good job or actually their job was only partly done, and how much time the budget committee will have to make all the entire reconciliation of these votes, Right Honourable Speaker. I thought I should augment his challenge because I also found a bit of that challenge. When I have the 3 documents, the MPS, the budget estimates, the bill itself, and then eventually the corrigenda, Right Honourable Speaker.
And Madam Speaker, if you can allow me, that has all the votes. Vote 130 is missing. 131 is missing. Yet the law on public finance speaks about completeness of information, completeness, and says shall, completeness. The minister actually is supposed to bring here a statement to attest to the completeness of the information he's giving Parliament. So he can't keep walking here like he's walking to milk cows. He brings one document, he throws it there. Then he goes back, he brings another, he throws it there. Then he walks back. The law requires him to bring a state on completeness of information you have in Parliament before we undertake this process of policy statement consideration.